Ayan na. Kamusta naman kayo dyan, mga kameta? Deserve. As we said, ito yung maging isa sa mga pinakamalaking indication ano yung maging direction ng BBM administration sa mga darating na taon at saka darating na buwan. Kailangan na ba maghanda yung mga iba dyan na sumunod kay Team Teves, Kibuloy, Tatay? Ayan na guys, PNP Chief or incoming PNP Chief, official na po, General Nicolas Torre III. PNP Chief na, makasaysayan na desisyon nito kasi I think it'll be the first ever PNP chief na hindi galing from the whole PMA world. So this is a big development, institutionally speaking, historically speaking. So buyaka siya, congratulations kay newly minted, still incoming PNP Chief General Torres. Sabi ko guys, this will be a big indication or a kind of an intimation into ano ba talaga maging direksyon ng BBM administration sa mga darating na araw at buwan, if not darating na taon. Because if you wag natin kalimutan, General Torre 3, ayan, Team Cardboard, Work from Hague 0. Yan, 'di ba? Isama na daw si Kibuloy at Teves dun sa mga survey ng most trusted leaders para kumpleto naman yung Work from Hague Club natin diyan. Okay, guys. Buyaka siya, and at the same time, guys, deserve din yan. Deserve. Natanggal na po. Officially, wala na si DDS, Solicitor General na isa. Wala na po siya. Ito po yung dating DOJ Secretary ni Digong. Isang tao na basically enabler ng Duterte administration's worst policies pagdating sa war on drugs. Ito yung tao nag-delay ng ICC essentially entry into the picture. At ngayon, officially, wala na po si Menardo DDS Guevara sa ating minamahal na kabinete. So this is extremely also telling, guys. So at sa isang banda, umakyat lalo si General Torre despite all of the bashing, all of the Karen hearings na ginawa ni Amy na who was saved by the skin of her teeth naman dun sa sa election. Ito, General Torre is elevated to become the PNP Chief of the Philippines. Malaking factor yan. Let's not forget, guys, si General Torre, katulad ng minamahal yung vlogger, medyo persona non grata na rin dun sa mga ibang persona trapo controlled areas dahil sa kanyang mga tamang ginagawa, makabayan na ginawa, whether ito yung kay Kibuloy, whether ito ay tumulong dun sa pag-aresto ng isang ICC level alleged criminal. So despite all of the intimidation, all of the backlash, all of the persona non grata by the persona trapos, ayan na guys, elevated na sa PNP chief. And of course guys, mukhang yung cabinet reshuffle na nangyari was just basically a fig leaf for purging mga DDS holdovers na hindi ko alam ba't nandun pa sila until now, but at least natanggal na sila. So officially, this is the revamp getting into full gear speed mode. Obviously, this doesn't look like just a cabinet revamp because remember, technically speaking, you can have a debate about whether a Solicitor General is included as a cabinet member. So this is more of like a reshuffling of the whole administration, right? Ito po ay full reshuffle, loyalty check, but at the same time also rewarding competence. Hindi lang loyalty, but competence, guys. Competence na mga magagaling na tao na gumawa ng tama, di ba? So, eto guys, ayan na, iyak na yung mga ka-DDS. Sige lang. Iyak na kayo dyan, mga ka-DDS. Wait, tuloy na wala. Wait, what happened? Sorry guys. Kasi mga DDS kasi, nakialam sila. Wait lang. Okay. Puya ka siya. Okay, ayusin natin. Ayan. Okay, balikan natin. Ano ba yan? Di ko dapat pinatulan eh. Ayan. Okay, anyway. Never mind na lang tong Facebook na to. Okay na, I think we got enough there. Dito na tayo magsalita. Wala rin kwentang Facebook na yun. Na-demonetize na rin tayo. Pero buya ka siya. Okay guys, balik naman tayo dito sa ating minamahal na Sarap kasi mag-block ng mga walang yang mga trolls na yan, di ba? I know. Kung sino pang mga ano, yung mga niyamat na kita nga tabad nga troll na kababayan mat nga. Anyways guys, balikan natin ito. So, as I was saying, malaking factor ito because this means BBM is rewarding the guys who are doing the right things in spite of the backlash against them. Alam natin from persona non grata designation, dun sa mga DDS trolling, lahat ng mga, yung mga grabe yung mga kabastusan, kabubuyan na ginawa nila, mga memes na patay daw siya, mga memes na kinumpara siya kay Diwata, lahat ng mga kalokohan na ginawa nila, and yet, na-promote pa rin si PNP chief. So that's not only a vote of confidence in General Torre, guys. That's a vote of confidence actually in BBM's approach to dealing with the Dutertes, which is don't back out, stay firm and stay calm, and then say nice things here and there. Kunyari, open ka sa reconciliation, kunyari ganyan-ganyan, and then yayarin mo pa rin sila. So, this means tuloy-tuloy po. Kaya kung ikaw si Bato, ayan, medyo maganda ka na, humanda-handa ka na, baka bigla ka na lang dadamputin. Kidnap. Guys, paano maging kidnap kung naaresto isang fugitive? Sa anong mundo po, kidnapping ang tawag sa pag-aresto ng mga fugitive na kriminal? Hindi po kidnapping ang tawag dyan. Sa anong mundo po ang kidnapping ang tawag sa pag-aresto sa isang ICC-level alleged international criminal na nagbudol ng isang drug war kung saan pumatay ng kung sino-sinong kawawang tao at mga kababayan? Awanin. All I can say, guys, is this. BBM is on track, guys. Tuloy-tuloy yata si BBM sa kanyang approach, which is speak softly but carry a big stick. Speak softly and carry a big stick. As I said, how I wish the president was a bit more efficient in terms of his communication, in terms of spontaneity, etc. Alam naman natin in terms of trust rating, the president is not doing very well. I don't think this is because of competence issues alone. Because Digong was getting 90% approval rating even if isa siya sa mga pinakapalpak na walang kakwenta-kwentang chief executives na absentee landlord basically. Parating umuwi sa kanila, parating hindi mo lang kung antok or tulog or ewan na, pero parating mataas ang... So guys, pagdating sa... Ngayon na nga, wala nang ginagawa si Digong. 60% ng approval ratings. Imagine mo. Kaya sabi ko, isama nyo na si Kibuloy, si Tevez, si Harry Roque. Taringin na natin sa lahat. Kasi kumbaga, less work, more trust. Kung sino mga trabaho, yun ang sisisi ng tao. Kung sino walang trabaho, whether ito yung si Sara, na wala namang ginagawa since last year, tapos purong kapalpakan lang sa DepEd, whether ito yung si Digong na I don't know kung nagtrabaho talaga siya ever since, but never mind. Obviously ngayon, nasa detention lang. And yung mga kalokohan ng surveys na yan. But anyway, going back to this, guys. As I said, promotion of General Torre and basically purging of Menardo Guevara, ito yung mga DDS people, holdovers, and enablers. That just tells you na mukhang BBM is, I won't say stepping up because, yun nga pagdating sa communications na kulangan pa rin ako sa kanya. Dapat kailangan niya yung fireside chat na everyday, yung spontaneous, yung vlogger style. Hindi yung ginawa kay Toning na yan. Hindi yan. That was not a legit podcast to me, honestly. The legit podcast is more spontaneous. Yung mga tanong, dapat talagang, the conversation should be really substantive. There should be a sense of vision, technical understanding of complicated issues. Hindi yung mga Tony Talk style ng podcast. But anyway, in spite of the fact na medyo mediocre yung communication strategy ni BBM. Again, by the way, in fairness, yung team ni BBM ay magaling, magaling yung team niya. Yun lang, but at the end of the day, it's up to him. He has to really level up himself and he has to do more Istorya style. Guys, I can do a serious statesman-like serious talk, but we also do this kind of a spontaneous, just free-flowing discussion, etc. Sometimes I get into trouble, sometimes, but who cares, right? You have to be spontaneous, you have to be, dire-diretso lang dapat conversation nyo. So anyway, having said that, which is, Nagkulang kasi sa communication strategy si BBM after the ICC arrest, hindi niya na-explain na mabuti sa tao, bakit kailangan ito, bakit legit ito, bakit legal ito, bakit ethical ito, bakit moral ito, bakit ito ay ukol sa ating national interest, sa rules-based international order, hindi niya nagawa eh. Kaya bugbog sarado talaga ang alyansa dun eh. At the same time guys, dito naman sa issue ng ayuda, yung worst budget ever, most corrupt budget ever, wala rin masyadong response yung sa issue ng PhilHealth. So I still stick to my argument na the president has to level up his communications because there's no way to explain Digong's high approval ratings during his day. Yung mga approval rating niya ngayon, medyo joke time yan. Para sa kanya, sabi ko, isama niya na si Tevez. Parang, bakit pa kailangan natin ng trust rating isang tao na wala na sa eksena? But anyway, my point is, nevertheless, in terms of actual operational strategy, mukhang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan. So as I said, General Torres promotion is a very strong indication na the administration is sticking to a strategy of speak softly, meaning meaning BBM speaking softly, 'di ba? Sabi niya nga reconciliation, pero carry that big stick. And that big stick is not only going to be General Torre, it's also going to be people like, well, meron kasi guys meron diba, last time I checked, meron rules against, parang may one-year moratorium, di ba, on appointment of losing candidates. So I don't see Trillanes being appointed to a cabinet position. But the thing kasi with BBM is this ina-attack siya as kuting, ina-attack siya as communication-wise, diffident, etc. But nakapaligid kasi sa kanya yung mga tunay na tigre. At isa dyan si General Torre. Ngayon, General Torre is not just a tigre there. He's the PNP chief right now. So imagine the operational resources, the intel resources, the prestige, the symbolism, everything that General Torre's promotion it represents, guys. And then, of course, you're gonna also have Senator Trillanes and mga others who are gonna do their job on their part to make sure na yayariin yung mga DDS na sangkot sa Pogo, sangkot sa mga kung ano mga questionable activities. So tuloy-tuloy lang yan, guys. So as I said, it looks like this cabinet reshuffle was not necessarily to shake up the policy of the administration on issues that I think are very much relevant to the voters, meaning gut issues, economic issues, food security, etc. Because hindi naman natanggal yung finance or natanggal yung agriculture, mga others. But having said that, guys, what we're seeing right now is interesting because yun nga na-appoint si Torre, na-promote si Torre, na-empower si Torre lalo, nahuli si Tevez. That just tells you na speak softly, work hard, work diligently behind the scenes. And ito yung maganda kay BBM. At least he knows who to promote. At least he knows who to empower and who to reward na hindi lang loyalty check, hindi lang hanggang budol-budol, hanggang PR lang, hindi hanggang lang. But mga tao na actually who can deliver, guys. So in fairness talaga, guys, for all my criticism of BBM's communication skills or lack thereof, for all my criticism of lack of a significant change dun sa strategy ng administration when it comes to the issue of cabinet reshuffle on economic issues, I don't think the PhilHealth slashing of funds was justified. I don't think very efficient yung approach ngayon sa issue ng food security as much as I would want. I don't think I'm seeing much creativity on issues of industrial policy, economic strategy. In short, maraming kulang. At least si Vince Dizon magaling mag-PR. Tingnan natin if he can oversee the completion of really big projects katulad ng subway project. May away pa nga yung Binay and Cayetano na hopefully ma-resolve kasi Nancy Binay there. But do you get what I'm saying, guys? So in fairness, you see, for all my criticism, guys, I am also fair. I'm fair. And as I said, bantayan natin yung mga appointments. Matanggal ba si Guevara? Minention natin yan. Ma-promote ba si Torre? And that's exactly what happened. And let me add the last point, Very, very clear yung sinabi ni Digong. Sinabi ni BBM. Yung offer niya ng reconciliation doesn't mean, di ba, I jokingly, yung mga tao talagang, yung mga guys, when I said, appoint si Sara, that was a joke. Basically, that was my point na, kung talagang gusto ng reconciliation na white flag si BBM, di sana, nagbigay siya ng position sa mga DDS. In fact, ang nangyari, natanggal pa yung mga DDS sa loob ng administration. So, what we're seeing right now is that the reconciliation, it was substantively more an aside rather than an actual major political move. And the president, I think, was absolutely correct to say, what are you talking about? Na kailangan ko pang magbigay ng concession. Remember, ang sinabi ni Bongo is, kailangan ibalik si Digong from ICC. Hello? That's not gonna happen. Wala na, tapos na. Wala na, andyan na si Digong form. Awanin, nalpasin, wala, awanin. Yung concession lang siguro ginawa is magpa-pledge si Digong para hindi lang cardboard yung mag-pledge ng pagka-mayor niya bago ipasa ka sa napakagaling na mayor na si Baste. But actually what we're gonna see here right now, guys, is just some cosmetic hana-shana here and there. But no, President BBM was absolutely clear. There's gonna be no concession to the DDS side. Ito yung sinasabi ni Bato na extreme sincerity ang kailangan daw. Ano ibig sabihin ni Bato? Na hindi siya maaras na ICC? Nah, it's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. So, what I'm saying here, guys, is mukhang tuloy-tuloy ang strategy ng BBM administration to go after the bad guys, go after the rivals, and empower competent, matapang, at makabayan na tao na katulad ni General Torre. So, ayan, iyak na naman yung mga DDS dahil lalong lumakas si General Torre, and more power to General Torre. Congratulations, kanina message ko si General Torre. Congratulations, Chief. Ayan, officially na Chief na siya ng PNP. I hope he will have a productive, ilang years ba? 2 or 3 years? 1 year? Hopefully more than 1 year. So that lalong ayan na naman, yung mga DDS. Sige lang. Yari kayo. Yayarin kayo ng mga yan bago kayo kasi ito mga DDS excited na, hindi, yayarin namin itong mga yayarin namin itong mga yan. Pero with now Torre going up and maybe Trillanes joining along soon, whether officially and hopefully or maybe more than officially more than unofficially later on, guys, yayarin nila mga DDS side. Yeah, it's si Harry Roque. I mean, yun lang masasabi. Papunta na talaga tayo, guys, sa exciting part 2. Exciting part 2. Alright? Exciting part 2 na tayo papunta. So, Digong down, Quiboloy down, Teves down. Tingnan natin sino bang next na habulin ng administration. So, congratulations against General Torre. You know what, guys? I'm saying General Torre, he has a bright future politically. He just has to be careful for him. Let's just pray for his safety and well-being. And General Torre, I can easily see him being senator. General Torre, Panfilo Lacson. No offense, Lacson has whatever achievement during his time, but General Torre, easily senatoriable, easily the LG secretary level. If we get a good president in 2028, it's a big if, but it's very possible. So, klarong-klaro, guys. BBM, speak softly, but carry a big stick. So, pasensya na lang dyan sa mga ka-DDS natin. Mukhang tuloy-tuloy ang exciting part. Talagang papunta na talaga tayo sa exciting part na talaga. Kaya, kung ikaw ay si Bato, ikaw ay si Harry Roque, ikaw ay si medyo ka. Alright? These are gonna be interesting times. And I said, guys, dun sa impeachment issue, kayang i-work ng administration yan, guys. Huwag niyong kalimutan, yung mga ibang trapo na senador, yung iba may merong conviction and corruption, yung iba related sa mga kumpanya na pwede investigate for malpractice or questionable practices. May skeleton in the closet, maraming mga trapo dyan. The government can work that out. Ganun naman talaga di ba? Kung gusto nila magpa-safe, gusto nila magpa-cute, yayarin kayo dyan mamaya kasi may skeleton in the closet, lahat ng maraming, hindi lahat, may mga trapo dyan. Yung isa nga, convicted nga, di ba? Bakit pa siya nandyan, di ba? So, di ba? Pwede i-work yan. Tama naman talaga si Ronald Llamas na nothing is given, but everything can be taken, right? If you work your way, you work the numbers. You work the numbers. And as I said, tama na numbers game yan. It's very possible na Sara Duterte will get more than 8 or 9 votes, and she may be able to eventually block a conviction. But numbers game din to in terms of public opinion. All the admin has to do is to pressure yung mga trapo na gusto mag-shield sa mga Duterte and mag-shield sa mga Piatos and Miggy Mango and all, pati Marian Rivera dinamay pa doon sa confidential fund issue. All they have to do is at least pressure them to do their job, which is wag kayo mag Mickey Mouse impeachment trial, mag legit impeachment trial kayo, because pag legit na impeachment trial, guys, then kahit hindi ma-convict si Sara Duterte, guys, kahit hindi ma-convict si Sara Duterte, politically speaking, sabi nga ni Justice Carpio, baka awanin, di ba? And who knows, maybe Bongo will make the move and then things will get even more interesting from there, right? As far as the Duterte camp is concerned, di ba? Hindi naman monolithic yung Duterte camp, to put it mildly, guys. So, interesting times. And then let's see, what are going to be the first big moves by General Torre in the coming weeks and months? Will General Torre come out with some updates on the, remember, may bantag pa, hindi pa nahuli, di ba? Di ba? Marami pa marami pang mga kailangan ayusin. And let's look at General Torre. Ito, guys, ito yung pinakamalapit sa puso ko. Ang gusto ko makita sana kay General Torre is yung tatanggalin din yung mga scalawags at tatanggalin yung mga DDS tinged mga police people or kung sino man dyan sa Napolcom, whatever, at yung mga tao talaga na sangkot sa EJK at anong mga kalokohan na nangyari. In fairness kay General Torre, because intellectual siya, nagtuturo siya sa PNP Academy nun kaya hindi siya involved dun sa mga kalokohan ni Digong as much as possible. At parang na-sideline pa nga siya for a while. But apparently, that was a blessing in disguise. He was sidelined at the perfect time. So he comes in, clean hands, sharp mind, and now he's promoted to be the top leader. Ang hope ko ngayon na si General Torre ngayon ng PNP chief, God willing, tuloy-tuloy yung accountability measures, internal accountability measures para tatanggalin yung mga scalawags, para yung PNP natin ay maging world-class law enforcement agencies, or at the very least, will move in a direction para yung tiwala ng tao sa PNP, yung tiwala ng tao sa ating law enforcement ay bumalik. Dahil unfortunately talaga, dahil dun sa EJ case, yung mga pumatay kay Kian Dos Santos and thousands of other similar people, PNP has to have institutional reform, security sector reform. So I really look forward to General Torre overseeing that security sector reform. So mabuhay ka, General Torre. May God bless you. We continue to pray for you. And your promotion is a big sign na BBM will continue to speak softly maybe, but behind the scenes, good Machiavelli. Buya ka siya. Talk to you soon.